Hey guys, in today's Juicy Bits video, I simply want to give you a preview of a podcast that just became available today. If you've been watching the videos or following what we're up to here at Juicy Results, you know about our new sales and marketing podcast called The New Customer Machine. And so each week, I talk about concepts that are about scaling and systematizing the sales and marketing process. And very often I have guests on. In today's episode, I got a chance to sit down, or over Skype at least, sit down with Scott Fritz. Now Scott is an amazing author and business coach and many-time entrepreneur. He's very well known in the entrepreneurial community, and he wrote a book called The 40-Hour Work Year. Not week, but year. And it's all about how he ran his company from the last couple of years, working about 40 hours a year from Vegas, running his Michigan-based company. It's a great book, and his story is phenomenal. In today's podcast, which is what this video is about, it's all about systematizing your sales process. Now, Scott made the argument that no matter how complicated a product or service it is, in his case, he sold outsourced HR service or employee management, services such as payroll and insurance and benefits, all kinds of complex stuff on a B2B sale that you're selling at a VP or a C-level person. And he talks about how he was able to create a very simple survey that his salespeople would be able to sit down with the owner of any business, qualify, and focus the conversation on what was going to make that business owner buy the product. And so the point I want to make in this video, and if you listen to the podcast with Scott, who has an amazing story, he built this private company from scratch, bootstrapped the whole thing to over $100 million in revenue, and sold it to a public, well-known company. He was able to exit the business working about 40 hours a year in those last couple of years. So no matter what kind of product you have, no matter how complicated it is, no matter how long you've personally been selling it and have built the experience and accrued all of the knowledge and the nuance that allows you to be able to be so effective as a salesperson, I want to challenge you to really think about how to systematize this process. And listen to the podcast for more details on how to do it. I'll give you a hint. Scott talks about finding people that were only about 70% as good as he was at selling. He spent the rest of the time trying to get them the final 10%, and at the end of the day, he was happy knowing that they were 80% as effective as he was, and that they would only get better over time. Now, this mindset frees you up to be able to scale the business. So there's a quote that I love to talk about from Jack Welch. And Jack says, "In every company I'm in, I'm the best salesperson. But I can't sell as much as 10 salespeople combined." And it's a great philosophy to think about how you can systematize what you do, you can train other people to do it, and you can grow the sales team and grow your revenue. So check it out. It's in iTunes. You can search for my name, Jeremy Pound, or you can search for New Customer Machine. We'll include a link below. Today's episode is with Scott Fritz, and I think you're going to find it immensely helpful and inspiring on scaling your sales process.